set up? Can you still? Never mind. There's the computer lady now. Hello.
Hello, computer lady.
Hello.
She who shall not send us to HR for banishment purposes.
I mean, this isn't being streamed, so.
Yeah, but you know.
But for the record,
And for the record, there's nothing here that could ever get us sent to HR. He lied, lyingly.
All right. Here we are again. Our party of miscreants, adventurers.
No, you're right the first time.
yeah,
Spent a
everyone
significant-
else is miscreant. I've just been dragged along for the ride.
Shut up, miscreant.
Spent a
I haven't
significant
broken
portion
any
of our,
laws.
previous session searching the lower level of the Temple of Nox. They discovered a great many things, good, bad, a few things that they still have to confirm. There was a large and mysterious carving that filled one wall behind a locked door in the former high priest's room.
Yes.
Among the handful of treasures that were recovered was an oddly shaped black stone and a small potion bottle of what was thought to be blood.
That's
Azathan
right.
did dash out of the temple, wild shaping into a horse in the hopes of tracking down Misha, who had escaped somehow mysteriously. Slipped through their fingers, as it were. You were able to confirm Misha's demise, along with the presence of a humanoid war band that was being led by a somewhat familiar figure. So still worn and battered, our party must now decide what to do.
What happened when because right before we ended, just put on the new ring. Not the heavy ring, but the next one.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, you had one on, you took that one off and you put on, there was an onyx ring that you got out of the
Yes.
skull coffin.
Yes.
It's very pretty.
Cool.
Oh no. It's very pretty, and it was going to kill us all.
It's just a pretty ring.
You may be wondering how I got here.
What do you think, Wackus Bunkus?
You
Bad
do.
Wackus Bunkus.
Oh
Um,
no. Thea doesn't need something talking in her ear. She already has enough of that.
What's one more?
Yeah, eventually they'll just start the "We Are the World" chant. Yeah.
That's not going on already.
We end the world.
Oh no, we already know that's
we
going
end
on.
the world.
Yeah, we end the world.
And
We
that
end the
single
children.
action divided the older and younger participants in the chat.
Yeah, it was a pretty neat division right there.
Yeah.
Half.
Everybody who had to go outside at school and hold hands with everyone else and
I
sing
didn't
the
like
song.
I didn't like my fellow. I almost said coworkers.
Wow.
I didn't
Man, they
like my
started
class.
you out earlier than us. Sorry, man.
Oh, this is excellent. I love it. So we got all the components to get that doorway to work.
Or
It
so we
does
believe.
appear that way.
And we know that we've got the cavalry upstairs that's eventually going to come here and probably wreck this place.
Yeah.
So we are not convinced we can stay here forever. We did have the grate that as then you're right near. And we were going to investigate.
Oh, great.
I'm at halfway hit points.
Oh yeah, we gotta do your thing.
Yadu, are you suggesting that we take the key and the blood and go test out the gateway?
No, I'm actually saying that we should test the thing in the hole in the floor right there in the center of the room.
Good man. I'm not inclined to play with
Right
gateways at the moment.
there. Yeah. So I believe we should be over here looking at this to see if they show up and it's loud upstairs. That may be our only way out.
Yeah. We
Because
also
I am not
should.
messing with the thing on the wall if we can help it.
Oh, no, absolutely not.
I mean, maybe we could convince the ravaging band of bad guys or good bad guys to go through the gateway just to see what happens.
You know, when I was
As a
out
last
there,
resort. Wait, who am I?
I didn't really think when I was out there, they weren't really in the talking
Yeah.
sort of mood.
All right, all right.
Gundon just took a level in buffoon.
Yeah.
Be nice to bards.
So, as you are standing about having discussion,
Yep.
you hear two things.
Oh, fuck.
One, you hear what sounds like. Let me see how my Foley effects are working today. You hear something like that.
Yeah, I heard nothing.
Yeah,
heard
same.
nothing. Dead
Okay.
air.
Awesome.
You hear?
The mimes are coming.
I was
Marcel
gonna
Marceau.
say.
Got it.
Yeah, from his album Walking in the Wind. Yeah.
How about
I'm in a box.
do I need to bust out the coconut halves or
I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna get there tonight.
listen? I am.
You need
all-
time to recover. That's fine. We
Listen,
get it.
I am all for chaos. Let's go.
It sounds like rattling bones.
Okay.
Oh,
From
that's
where?
not good.
I'll give you 3 guesses, and the first 2 don't count.
It's coming from that damn
The-
coffin we
Yeah, the
sealed
crypt
shut.
where we put fire
Oh,
in
yeah.
fireplace.
That's not where we put
I
this.
told you the other 2 wouldn't count.
It's still on the map, so I forgot it was in the.
He's still trying to say, get out of my temple.
Yeah,
Sorry.
he's we
Yeah,
just
I was
fucking
gonna-
we just fucking locker jockeyed that nerd. Um,
We just put Gilbert Gottfried's burning head into a coffin and shut him in.
Along with that delightful interlude, you do. It's not so much hear as feel the other sound. It's so low that you're like, ooh. You're that kind of bass where you're like,
you feel that shit in your heart.
Oh,
that?
Oh,
the wave is catching up with us, isn't it?
and then it just sort of passes.
I don't like that.
It evidently makes Azathan very tired.
It's taking forever to heart attack. Oh, it passed.
Oh, it's all right.
So meanwhile, what sort of detectable things can we find out through that grate, or can Dunn and I lift it up and get it out of the way so we can figure out what's down there?
You can lift it, it swivels quite easily.
Oh, good.
It does not squeak, in fact. It is very well oiled. As
With the blood
in-
of innocence, I'm sure.
As in someone has probably been using this entrance and didn't want it to squeak.
Exactly. So that tells us that it's probably a way out.
All right. Before we leave, and before we go gallivanting off anywhere, I will remind us that we have a wagon filled with all of our shit that should be waiting for us in town before it goes to Bend. Because previously the plan was to do this, meet up with that wagon with all of our shit that we left at the Grove, and then go with that wagon to Bend.
I thought our stuff was going to Bend and we were going to meet them there.
Yeah, with the second wagon, because there was the main caravan that went to Bend early this morning, but they sent one wagon to go grab our stuff from Bend because there was enough that we
loot we
couldn't carry
found in
around.
here.
Right, and they were taking that to Bend for us.
Yes,
And
but
we
were
were
going
going
to
to
our
come-
They were gonna
We are
be
not
our
walking
ride.
there.
We won't make it if we walk there. We have to.
Well,
follow.
Azathan will just turn himself into a larger horse, and we'll all just ride him there.
We will nickname him Trojan.
I-
I love the fact that you didn't turn off the sound for the call. But you
Hit
turned
the
off
wrong
the
button.
video.
You couldn't be seen doing it, but you had to annoy us with the sound.
I
Good.
hit the wrong button. My
That
bad.
was
bet you
very
did.
nice.
No, it was perfect. Like, don't look at me.
I'm sorry. The farmers, whatever they sprayed on the farm field behind us, is just wreaking havoc with my lawns.
Man, I love the energy we've got tonight for this game. That energy is
Ugh.
0.
Oh.
But no, that second wagon that was gonna be and go and grab our loot was gonna be our ride to Bend.
Yeah, I
So-
remember that.
Okay,
So
I
if-
got that. I got that confused. I thought we were going to get ourselves to Bend, and everything would be there waiting for us.
No, they
No.
kind of made clear that wasn't the plan. They were like, yeah, we'll get your stuff. Yeah, there will be 2 people droving.
Okay,
You
fine.
need to get back to it to meet up with us.
Well, then
So-
let's go get back with it, and we'll worry about the rest later.
Well,
Well, how big of a drop is this?
yeah. If this turns out into one of those, yeah, we could go downriver for several days from this point. We're going back and going back
Correct.
into get.
But I just want to know what it is.
Yeah, same.
I can
Yep.
cast light on a rock and drop it. See how.
Well, why don't we just open it up and drop Elspeth?
Well, it's
in
already
and take a look?
open. Yeah.
Well,
well,
Thea's gonna drop down real quick.
Oh my god.
Fuck's sake!
Woo! Well, she is
You
the
don't even know how
road.
deep it is, woman.
She is the
Well,
road.
I have the thing because of my dexterity, and my character is also really good with jumping.
Yes,
good.
yes. That doesn't stop
Falling
falling
good
damage.
distances.
Listen,
Well,
you're
you know what?
really you're really
fucked.
good at flying. It's the stopping part that's kind of rough.
Well, we're
Yeah.
gonna see how well I stop this time. How well did I stop?
Yeah, we call that sandstone poisoning.
You're not flying, you're falling with style.
Style. Well, the good news is I've got one more. Well, actually, no, we haven't long rested yet. So no, I don't have any more spell slots to bring you back.
Nope.
Well,
And no one's got a gentle repose.
I do.
We've got a chance then if you survive going after her.
Yeah, if
it's well maintained. This can't be that big of a distance.
You guys are the best.
I mean, she is right. Let's
Oh, wait,
face
I
it.
don't-
It
I
wouldn't
don't have
be as
gentle
well
repose.
kept if they weren't.
No,
I mean,
she's
maybe
got a
they're very
point.
tall people. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
but
a
after
dwarf.
the
What do
first
I know?
5 minutes of her falling, watching the ladder that's going by her, and they're both going down. Yeah, I wonder if this ever ends.
I mean,
She's
for
gonna
me,
pull that
everything's
Doctor
taller.
Strange and Loki moment where she's gonna crash to the floor and go, I have been falling for 20 minutes.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's falling. It's
If I
20
do see a ladder,
minutes.
can I use my acrobatics as a reaction and grab on if I see a ladder?
I mean, you
Or
might
like if I
tear your
hit it
arm out.
and I just like
worse than
clomber
I did.
onto it?
hold on, I think we're killing the DM.
I got high dexterity and I got acrobatics, so I mean, can't that do
Yeah, that's
something?
gonna be more of a test of strength, not how fast you are.
It's never the boss fight or the creepy monster or anything else. It's the fucking door or the grate in the floor.
The self-inflicted damage.
The simplest things become this complete sidetrack. Like there's a mystical gate over there, and you're like, fuck it, we're going in the floor grate. I'll just jump in. Why not?
Listen, Eric, we are a group of people with the same mentality of fucking raccoons. I don't know what you were expecting.
Oh, hey, she pushed the right button this time.
I mean, I will say that he did give us an exit in a wall and then handed us the materials to utilize it, and we're going into a sewer.
It's okay. It's good. It's good. It's fine.
I was gonna vote we leave personally.
We could be in a room that only has one exit, and we would go in the other direction.
I
You'd get a
fucking love this
spoon and
group.
start chiseling at the wall. I swear to God.
Yes.
I fucking love this group.
Oh,
Elsbeth is over there going like, I'm gonna take option D, none of the above.
I'm just gonna have a mushroom about it. I don't know what you want.
So as you're
what's
all
in the grate?
standing around, Thea's like, okay, bored with this, and jumps in the hole. And you, much to your delight, find that it's probably only about 8 feet down. You basically hook one hand on the edge of the floor as you drop. It slows you down, and you're like, "Oh, look, the floor right there." Bloop. It is a well-worn, smooth dirt tunnel. It is not tall enough for you to walk. You basically have to crouch and or go on all fours. It is going to be a tight fit for anyone that is slightly larger. There is no space to do anything. It is think a little bit bigger than Bruce Willis in a duct in Die Hard.
Ah,
Okay,
So I'm
So-
right at home.
we're
Yep.
we're gonna
Dungeon's
be.
like, oh, perfect.
This is
Do
cozy.
I hear anything when I'm down there, like any echoes or anything?
Do a perception roll for me.
I mean, I'm sure you hear the groans of your party saying, "Oh, she's doing it again."
21.
You
He
do
really
hear them.
hears it.
You do hear them pretty clearly. Like, oh. Mostly you're like, it almost seems like there's not as much a sound as a breeze from the other end.
gonna ask if there was airflow.
Oh, gonna tell the group. This seems like an exit. There's air moving down here.
Dragon.
Yeah, but not a really
Dragon.
chubby one.
Yeah,
I
really
saw that
tiny
movie.
dragons.
I haven't seen
Wonderful
that movie, yet.
I
Okay.
haven't seen it yet. No
Haven't seen it
spoilers.
yet. Haven't seen it yet. Or here. So
Yep.
we're going no further.
Yep.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Is there any lights? Like if I'm looking down the tunnel, is there like any light at the other end?
You can't really see it. And if there were a light at the other end of the tunnel for you, it would probably be an oncoming train.
I was just gonna say it would be a train.
Okay. I'm gonna scamper my way back out.
Okay. One hop, one hook, grab the edge, pull yourself
There we
out.
go.
There you go.
I
So-
vote for that just that way. There's no way that we're going to, run into Hobgoblin Force 5 as they get here.
Yeah, really.
Oh, I had a quick while she hopped down.
Okay.
I wanted to do a quick sight check around to see what that sensation might have been. Just open, check, sut.
So you get a weird pull, a weird tug. You're like, ooh, that portal.
What about the portal?
He was just, Elsbeth was just going for a quick, what might that have been? And you immediately go, oh, that's right, that's still over there.
Oh, great.
Do we want to go through the magical eyeball portal?
I mean, it is calling us. I felt something like I want to go through the portal.
I don't think we should go through the portal. I have a feeling that if we go through that portal with only the one set of keys, we're gonna get stuck on the other side.
Well,
Wherever the
let's
fuck we
face
end
it.
up.
this tunnel, at the other end of this tunnel, this could end up in the woods with a whole bunch of hobgoblins dismounting and heading into the tunnel.
I don't think
True.
it fit.
No,
Yeah,
they would
I don't
fit.
think they're going to be able to find the exit to the tunnel as fast as they're going to find the temple of the people they want to ride down and kill. I
Yeah,
have a
they're
feeling
gonna.
they're headed here.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just playing. I played Dungeon.
Are you willing to give me 10 minutes?
Take all the time you need. Well, unless you take all the time you need, so long as you only need a few minutes.
What he
As
said.
long as you don't need a lot of time, take as much as you need.
If
Give
if
me-
if you need to
Yeah,
take an
it's-
action
Yeah,
while you're
Elspeth,
gone, we'll roll to see what you do.
Go check at the door.
Someone,
all
someone,
good.
someone come with me in case something goes horribly wrong.
I-
I want backup.
I will go babysit.
all right, in the meantime, Dunn and I are gonna look for heavy furniture to put up on top of the casket.
Well, there's furniture in the room that we're currently hanging out in. We're
Correct.
keeping all the doors open.
Yep, so
All right.
Dunn, if you and I can begin ferrying various objects out here.
All right.
None
Is
of them
any
will.
change-
None of them are movable, but you get the idea.
Yeah,
Has there been any change to the portal?
I am going to ask your forgiveness. I need 1 moment, please. We will come right back to this as you go into the room with the portal, and you do see a slight shimmer. Hold, please. I'll be right back.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Form
dear.
of a glass of water.
oh dear, he's got the Cavalier from the D&D cartoon show up.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
from the D&D cartoon.
No, here I thought that was Zan from Zan and Jaina from the Super Friends.
yeah.
Oh wow. Alrighty. So who thinks we're gonna die tonight?
Oh, I said that before every session. I go, we're all gonna die.
Well, Thea's not gonna
No.
die. She's protected by some evil spirit.
And a 300 gold piece gem. Oh wait, that was destroyed.
Oh no, I got
We
another
have
one still.
multiple.
Oh, okay.
We have 2 left. So we had 3 that we got.
What we don't have is the spell slot to use it.
Yeah,
No.
that's true. That is in fact actively true. Because I absolutely need to take a long rest.
Ah!
Okay. Thank you.
Hmm?
So, the furniture is not particularly heavy. None of it is super worthy of holding down something that already weighs as much as stone.
Yeah, but I'm going the route of making a noise. If the thing figures out how to get the top off, I want it to alert and or annoy those that are following us.
Ah, excellent. Okay. More rattling above and beyond
Yes.
the bones.
I want
Got
more
it.
rattling.
We require more cowbell.
All right, I'm going to do something potentially very dangerous.
In
Oh.
the portal room, the shimmer, you see now that the symbols and the onyx of the wall get a faint glow, and then it goes very Stargate. If you know the reference,
Yep.
it everything inside the arch becomes swirling magical energy, and a figure steps out.
Ah!
Oh, good. A type 5 demon. I'm so glad we stuck around.
Now,
Remember, if they ask you if you're a god, what do you
Say
say?
yes. You say yes,
Damn
sir.
straight.
Thea, do me a favor.
Oh no.
Roll a wisdom saving throw.
Is she in the room? Oh, she is. Why
Hold
are
on,
you in the
why am
room?
I die?
How are you in the room? Why are
Oh,
you?
this is not good juju considering I dropped the die on the floor. Hold on.
You also moved your computer so much the entire background disappeared. It's trying to
let's
encroach back
see.
in, and the fan is making that difficult.
What is my wisdom? Can't be high.
Can't be
17.
high. Oh,
What's
did-
my wisdom? It can't be that high.
What did you get?
17.
So you don't actively squeak out loud.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh,
Ah,
Remember
children.
him?
ah.
oh, fuck. Fuck you,
Azathan, it's
Thea.
your buddy.
Fuck you, Thea.
Who are you?
Shut up, Elsbeth.
Thea's just gonna laugh.
I'm just immediately gonna put a hand like directly over Elsbeth's face and just shut the fuck up.
Not a finger.
Apologies, but there's no need for rudeness here. Thea, my darling, you haven't written.
I'm
You
just gonna
haven't
start slowly
contacted me?
backing away with Elsbeth. Just
What the?
It's almost as if you were trying to run away. You're halfway across the country.
You put much more thought into it than I do.
I'm just gonna start
Delightful.
backing away with
Do
Elsbeth
Yadu and I
out of the room.
Hear any of this?
Oh, you hear voices. You hear talking. Yeah,
you probably heard
absolutely.
"Shut the fuck up, Elspeth."
Yadu.
Oh no.
We're gonna come traipsing over to see what's going on.
Just nope. You just see Azathan and Elsbeth just backing the fuck out of the room. I'm gonna close the door.
I'm not helping you force me out, but I'm not fighting you either. So I feel like there's still gonna be effort because I am
Ugh.
confused.
I'll explain it later. Just close the door. That no, this is no.
Oh, we can't just leave her in there alone.
Yes, we can.
No, we
No,
can't.
we can't.
Yes, we can.
No.
She did this the first time. She'll be fine. She's a big girl. She can make mistakes herself. All right, we're good.
I'm gonna open the door and
Oh no. Oh God.
just
please
kind of
don't.
peer inside. How far into the room can I see?
Oh,
Will I be able to see him from the doorway?
yeah.
Easily.
Oh,
He's right across from it.
do I recognize him from previous?
He's
Did you
dripping
have-
head to toe in crimson. His
The
staff
only-
has a crescent on it that's crimson.
The
You're
only
gonna know
two
exactly
people-
who he is.
The only two people who've met this one before is Thea and Azathan. Because this happened on the Little Misadventures on
The
our way back.
Misadventures of Thea and Azathan.
I want to hear it. He was
These
trying
knights-
to have a whole town of mercenaries
Somehow.
after us.
And that is so much
All
better
right,
than
as they're
this.
yelling at each other, I'm gonna glance in and say, "Is there going to be a problem here?"
No, absolutely not. It
All
appears as though your associate has challenges.
Challenges.
Perhaps
which
if
one?
somebody, perhaps if someone with such special needs is traveling with you, there should be greater consideration for him. Thea, my darling, take my arm. Let's walk.
I'm doing a perception. I'm assuming that my cultist lamp is going to go on here.
Dude, he's carrying.
God.
He's carrying.
No, I get
red-
it.
A red staff with a busted chain link on the top.
Oh, there's a busted chain link.
What
Yes.
part
This is
of
the Crimson
Broken
Casting-
Link God did you miss? What part of any of this did you think was a good idea? What was that the necessary detail to go from?
You
"Ah, know,
never
this could be
mentioned a
re-
broken chain link, Holden.
What really? Dude just bamps in through a portal with all the memorabilia that makes it look like my dating history and goes, yeah, that could be a reasonable dude. No, that's the deal breaker right there. The broken chain link? No, absolutely not.
If you recall, the first words out of Elsa's mouth were, "Who are you?"
Yeah, and that's why we're leaving. Because the last time we did have that part, and it still ended poorly somehow.
I mean, what'd you get, Yadu?
I got a 10. Have I made the connection?
Yeah, not really. You're like, what the hell? Because
Right.
other than that staff and the chain link, the rest of the outfit is not so garish as is suggested.
So I'm still wondering, why are we here and why is this person taking such a special interest in Thea?
Where are we going? Why am I in this handbasket?
Thea, you haven't introduced your friend?
Not my friends.
Not
Oh,
anyone.
not a
Your
friend.
associate?
My dear, how could you say such a thing?
This individual was someone that Thea let out of the temple of the, what was it? Temple of
Willing.
The
the
willing.
temple of the willing,
Willing.
in that
Yeah.
magical circle that everyone was aware of. This is our newest compatriot. Hello. It's great to see you again. Can't say
You
I'm
know,
really excited.
You're talking lots of shit to the person who resurrected the dead person we just killed.
It appears that you have had a grand number of adventures.
Unfortunately.
Let us stroll. And he walks out of the room.
Like
Past
through the
us or
portal?
through the
Like
portal?
right past us?
Yeah, please,
Okay, Thea's not gonna let that
Gentlemen.
slide. She's gonna walk.
gentlemen, if you will. Thea,
Where would you like us to stroll to?
oh, just someplace with a little more breathability. Such stuffing in there.
Hmm, super.
I
How's-
think
how's
Elspeth
the meeting area
follows
here?
to a
Thea
seating
goes
area
to-
on reflex.
All of you are stupid. How are we doing this? All right, no, no, we're all doing this. All right, we're all doing this. Okay. I will
Well, I
follow
mean, we're
along.
faced with sewer exit, hobgoblin slaughter, or demon discussion. Choose
You
your
forget
adventure.
that you forget the Yadu gets a clue and fucks it all up, which is about to happen.
I'm going to be on Iadu duty, and I'm gonna like Iadu and I should leave.
Yes, I think
Now.
that's a really good idea. What the? Yeah,
Yeah,
You got-
I'm gonna take Iadu like upstairs.
yeah. As a fan, you've got some explaining to do. Let's go.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna yeah, okay, yeah, we're gonna fuck off into a place of relative safety.
Let
Good
us
luck,
know
ev-
when the
good
good luck
hobgoblins
everybody
show up.
else.
The DM's making an expression.
We're waiting.
He turns and he's like, so excitable. Really, you should look into that condition. Special needs. Please, shall we sit?
Be my guest.
I find it's more prudent to stand during serious discussions.
We've all the time in the world to be serious. Now we can just discuss. Where have you been? Where are you going, Thea? What have you been up to?
About just looking for things of value. You know, the usual.
We were just spending a nice bit of time in this town. That's really all you need to know.
Fair enough.
I still don't have
Now,
anything
can
to
I-
call you, sir.
Ah.
Before you
Would
answer
you-
that,
And would you be willing to trade a name for a
I-
name?
I can give you something to refer to me by.
How clever.
anyway, what is your interest with Thea?
Oh, Thea and I have struck up a deal.
I fulfilled that deal, didn't I?
Oh, no, not yet. Not yet, you haven't. But there are so many more things we can deal with. I, in fact, brought a gift with me for you, should you be interested in continuing our partnership.
Why don't we just focus on getting done what needs to be done right now, Thea? satisfy whatever will send him on his way, and then you can make additional deals with him later. We have things to do.
What is this gift gonna cost?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, my dear. Straight to business. What other things have been going on?
Is my mic on?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure I wasn't just like talking, and she's just ignoring me as usual. I will pick you up and walk you out of here.
Seems I'm on a time limit here.
Well, my dear, do you have a key? Should you like to travel?
To where?
Ah, well, now there's the question. Where are you headed?
Where we're going?
Didn't ask you.
Didn't need to.
No idea. I'm just following.
Elspeth's gonna move slightly, mostly to be out of blast range of if Dundon draws attention, and she's sitting there like her hands are moving, like she feels like she should be holding something.
Oh, classic.
And still age appropriate.
Ah, yes. So, Thea,
Yeah.
as we were discussing, we have a short amount of time before we really do need to vacate the area. I know your interest in making deals and side business and
There
looting
wasn't-
and trinkets and things of that nature, but that doesn't really concern all of us at this time. And you have agreed with us already that you'll continue on this,
Venture.
what we're doing. So stopping now to make additional plans with this fine gentleman here kind of contradicts what you've already agreed to, and could
Seems
impact the total share of what's waiting for us, if you know what I mean.
Seems I need to move on my way.
Ah, well, I see. But you still haven't you still haven't answered my simple question. Do you have the key? Can you travel by portal should you wish to?
I do not.
As a side note, because I, the player, don't remember who has all the components to that gateway.
I do.
I do.
Oh no, we have two different. I have the
Yeah.
blood. He has
Yeah.
the key.
Uh-huh.
And I'm Spartacus.
I have nothing.
And you're Spartacus?
Yeah.
Sparta!
Oh my god, this is amazing and awful.
Do you truly not have a destination?
Nowhere that comes to mind.
I see.
We have
Well
places to be.
Hmm.
In time.
I see. Well then, Thea, if you would walk back with me. And he heads back into the portal room. He doesn't wait to see if you follow. Do you follow?
Yes.
Okay. You stroll back into the room. He pulls the door shut.
Oh, you bastard. I'm going to be standing at the door.
He has a small package wrapped, fancy paper, ribbon. He gives it to you. He turns around. You make a perception roll for me.
Oh, where's my die? Found it. Hold on. 17.
You don't catch what it is that he does. He reaches up to the portal and does something, makes some maneuver, touches something. You just don't catch it. You're like, oh, but you're distracted by the thing that he gave you. And he produces something that looks remarkably like the stone that you found, sets it in place in this little opening, pops a vial, bloop, 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 pours in a vial of something. Stargate effect. Do remember, we have a deal, and you do owe me. I will collect, and I will see you again soon. And he walks through, and the thing closes. But now you have a gift.
Okay, well, let's open it up.
Save it for later.
Why? We know what it is out of game.
Yes.
Actually, I have no idea what it is.
I yelled it at you. I guess you didn't hear me.
No. There's like 2 doors and some headphones between you and me.
Are you opening it or are you saving it for later?
You know you. You're gonna open it.
Yeah, I at least looked at it.
Okay. You're all good?
Yep.
All right. And he is gone. What now?
That's fucking terrifying.
And Thea's gonna go face the music of consequences of actions.
Oh, look, if it isn't the consequences of my actions.
Yeah.
With big stumpy boots.
Are we ready to go?
Uh,
All right, so we're gonna come back on down
What? Well, okay.
just because Eric hasn't changed the map.
So
Yes.
I stare at Thea.
What was that? Who was that?
I'm gonna start this out. So does everyone? Well, Yadu, you weren't with us when this happened. So do you all recall when Thea and I went to go get some supplies before we went back on our way here?
Yes.
So we did get those supplies, but not before making a tiny little detour back to the Temple of the Willing, to which Thea made contact with the entity that just came through that door and broke it out of a circle.
hey. In all fairness, one, I went there to pick up gold that I left there because I left it in the secret room.
You did,
Two,
yes.
how was I supposed to know if I walked in to the room, he was released?
No,
One,
It
that-
was-
yeah.
could have asked. Two, don't cross circles. They exist that way for a
Don't
reason.
cross the streams.
Make a note.
Take a note.
Noted.
Look, past transgressions aside, That thing, whatever it is a serious threat. Don't fucking
And
stay with it. Don't go.
I don't know what deal I made with him. And
And she
I
didn't
still
ask
owe
many,
him.
and she didn't ask many questions or details when she
Can,
made this
can
arrangement.
I do
I
a
was
perception check
told
to see if I can tell
my
if she's
deal
lying?
is that I just can't do something, but I don't know what that is yet.
What is that
If I
trying to say?
if I recall correctly, her arrangement was that at some point in time, he will ask her to not do something, but never clarified what that something was. So,
So I just can't do it.
correct, whenever and whatever that may be. So, we'll have to play it very close to the chest whenever it comes to whatever the fuck we're up to. Did I miss anything, Thea?
It was a bad decision.
One that is now going to haunt us all. So let's all be on the same page. And I mean this for everybody. That thing is bad fucking news.
Oh, okay. I just want to be
Questions.
cheeky as hell with her. I will hold her reaction.
Do it. Please do. I love it.
Playing the part of Jiminy Cricket this evening.
He was gonna
Here's the
change
thing.
Mask Many Faces into his face and verbally mock what he just said.
Out of game, please do shit like that. That's wonderful.
The part that really amuses me is you still don't know what to call him.
No,
That's
I
which is
don't.
literally Elsa's
Listen,
first question is, who is that?
It doesn't matter what they decide to address themselves as. They identify as a fucking problem and a threat. That's all that matters.
As it then,
Just a guy, you know.
as it
Don't
then,
do-
if I
Don't do
know
anything half-assed.
what
Get the
it
whole
is,
ass.
we might be able to figure something out.
I'm sure.
It's
yes,
me,
I
I'm the problem.
understand what you are after. However, it's not going to give us its name. We're going to have to put that shit together through ancient
I
text, as far as I'm
know.
concerned.
I wasn't going to give him my name,
Well, he
that's
got
and he
good.
mine.
recognized that.
That makes you smarter than Thea in that circumstance.
Ouch.
And the other
Hey.
piece, there's a
Go ahead.
piece that has me very confused right now. We're in a place dedicated to breaking druidic groves and killing people and torturing people. And this guy walks in there like he owns the place. And I wouldn't be surprised if he did.
Hmm?
Should I
Oh,
start
he most
treating you?
definitely.
Yeah, so should I start treating you as a foe?
No.
Why not? Give me one good reason. You haven't
Because-
given me one yet.
Because Thea has no clue what she's doing.
And all it's going to take is him telling you to kill us.
No, I'm
You'll
not
have to
doing
do it.
something.
Yeah, don't leave them alive.
Well,
Hold
then, like
on.
last time, I was attacking with the rats things, and I got changed. You just punch me in the face, and it's fine.
So, Yadu, you got to remember the fact that he's asked her to not do something at a point in the future. It would have to be something that she's actually capable of doing.
And
She can't kill all of us.
beyond that, it's obvious that she still has free will at this point in time.
Correct.
She is some kind of directly manipulated puppet. So I'm sure that at the time she could refuse to do whatever they ask.
Yeah, but that
And
would require her to suffer, and I don't think she's into that.
none of us are into that.
Well, I don't know.
I personally am willing.
This is true. However, for the time being, Thea has thus far been incredibly valuable to the team and has been a good part of what we end up doing.
Which I would be until the moment when I needed to make you all fail.
I
You do
don't
you,
think. I don't think.
You can't kill
You
her
can-
now for
you can-
something she
you can-
may or may not do in the future.
Agreed. And I'm not. I'm just asking why I should ever trust her.
I can understand Iadu's concerns because a pact with an entity, because that we
I am trustworthy. I have saved your butt countless times.
There's
Perhaps
trust
at the
and
behest
then
of
there's
somebody who wanted to
trust.
make sure. Yeah, perhaps you
I-
saved my butt at the behest of somebody who just wanted me to spring the trap in the last place, which I did. So I'm working for you now, evidently. What are we going to go kill next?
Hold on.
What circle are we going to break next? Come on, Thea, save us the trouble. If you're the one in charge here based on his actions, lead us on to where we're going to help the circle break all this. Sounds like that's what you want.
Oh,
Elsbeth goes toward the portal room.
look. What we need to do right now is focus on. We have to play it close to the chest and with information. As far as I'm concerned, and what I have seen from the times that we've interacted with that entity thus far, which is twice in person, this is not this is not, to my understanding thus far, some kind of interplanar entity. This is not something that can override her free will. Do we have reasons for this to cast doubt on future decisions? Yes. However, until that time comes, we need to try and understand more about what that thing is and what its goals are. Because as far as we can tell, it is not powerful enough to be beyond mortal trickery and deception. It was captured and trapped when we found it, and we can do it again if necessary. What it's going to cost, we don't know. But if it can be fooled, it can be trapped. And if it could be trapped, it very well may be able to be killed. So, as far as I can tell, Thea's still on our side and is stuck on a leash she doesn't want to be on. Let's use that to our advantage against that thing, to the best of our abilities. Objections?
Begrudgingly none.
I'm
Dundon?
down. Elsbeth, what are you doing? As I placed myself between the portal.
Concentration
And
broken.
you.
Bam.
Thea, any objections?
No.
Excellent.
Well, you see her begin to cast a spell.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
You're not there. Shut the fuck up.
I'm not really allowing any of that right now because we need to leave.
Give me 1 minute.
What
We don't have it. Next portal we come to, you can cast the spell. Right now, we need to leave.
What are you thinking, Elsbeth?
I mean,
All these doors are open. We can hear this. What are your thoughts?
I want to figure out where this goes.
I'm sure it could go anywhere.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Hey, just so you're aware, Elsbeth, we're leaving.
We do need to go.
Take out a pencil, draw a picture. It'll last longer.
That's actually a really good idea. I'm actually going to help Elspeth out with this one, and I'll take some charcoal sketch or charcoal press of it real quick, just to get some of the information off of. You said there was icons like around the side, right?
Oh
And I
yeah,
will
there's all
take-
kinds of symbols on here.
Okay.
GM, for your reference, the specific wording of the spell, if it is a magic item or some other magic imbued object, you learn its properties and how to use them, whether it requires attunement to use, and how many charges it has, if any. You learn whether any spells are affecting the item, and you learn what they are. If the item was created by a spell, you learn which spell created it. Is the
Identify.
exact words of the spell in the book.
Okay.
But if I cannot get a minute, you don't have to tell me anything.
I'll give her a minute.
60
But then
seconds,
we
I'm gonna
are-
use the spell slot to do it.
Then we
Rather
are
than 10.
leaving. Dundon, do you have anything else for us down here?
I have nothing else for us down here. There's a grate and there's a stairwell that'll lead up upstairs and out of here if we need to, but we need to be ready.
Yep.
Yeah.
I will pass on the information of what I saw in that hunting party to Dundon and the others, just so they are aware of all of the details.
Yep.
They were pissed, and they are specifically hunting casters. So myself, Elspeth, Thea, no fancy tricks. We
Yeah,
gotta get
it's-
to the
it's-
mayor, pass this information on, and then get the fuck out of here.
If you have a handheld weapon, maybe carry that so that you're not looking like a spellcaster.
I got a dagger if it comes to that, and a staff.
I've
Dale
got
walks around with her daggers.
All right. You have your minute, Elspeth.
You good, Yadu?
No, but, and I just stare at you. This is all beyond me.
Inter-party conflict. Yes.
Then her incantation will be hidden secrets come to me and become known as she finishes the spell on the gate. And
Okay.
I'm seeing the information you have sent to me.
Beep, boop, bip.
Okay, I've got what I need.
Did
Let's
you get
went.
anything useful?
There's not a single exit point.
That's what I thought.
It appears you might be able to use this to another gate with similar coordinates or iconography. It is corrupted.
Mhm. So it's a gateway network.
Yes.
Are we walking while you're talking?
Yes, we're walking
Yes,
while
we
we're
can walk
talking.
and talk.
Okay.
And
Which
we're
way are we
walking-
going? Up
We are
or down?
up. Up to the
Up we
mayor.
go.
First to the mayor, then to the
Skipper,
wagon to get the
scamper,
fuck out of
scooper.
here.
Okay.
I believe one of the exit points to the network is Lithia.
Well, then we can find it there. Oh boy.
It is also, at least that one in particular, is not. It's not pure. It appears to be corrupted. It uses blood magic.
Well, that makes sense. Because this one also uses blood magic.
No, I'm talking this one here. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know about any others.
I would assume they operate on the same principle. So we
Dangerous
make our way.
assumption for spellcasters.
Hmm?
A
Don't
dangerous
assume.
assumption for spellcasters that all of the tools work the same.
Hmm,
Yeah. At least this one is corrupted.
That's the DM's free advice for the evening.
Fair. All right. So we are.
Okay,
able to-
so we're upstairs.
Yep.
We're heading
Upstairs.
for the
and
door.
We leave. I want to
Uh,
spend no more time in this temple. We need to go back to the mayor and tell him what we learned.
I mean, I'd burn it to the ground, but whatever.
That's more the town's decision.
dude,
Yarp.
it would be really hard. That the temple itself, the stonework, it would be really hard to burn it down.
No,
Yeah.
I know.
One
Because
day.
you're like walking out, you're like, it's a damn shame because there's some good stonework in here.
Yeah. So we're currently at the little padlock looking thing in the bottom right of the screen, right?
Correct.
Correct.
And the mayor's house is up
Where all our
yonder.
figures are.
Up where all the people are.
Yeah. So are we able to
So it is about mid-afternoon. There are a bunch of people out and about doing typical day-to-day things. You do see in the caravan area that the drovers in question have made it back from the grove with your wagon.
hot damn?
None of them seem to be worse for the wear, and they appear to be essentially ready to go.
Okay. We're
Who wants to
briefing the
make a
mayor.
report to the mayor? Everyone? Just some of us?
I think we can expedite this. I have no problem telling the mayor.
Cool. I'm gonna go sit with the caravan and
Take your
Okay.
time. Think
get my
about it.
thoughts in order about everything.
Yeah, do you go to the caravan?
I'm going to the caravan.
All right, I'll go with Azathan.
Thea,
I
where are
want to
you
go
going?
as a thing because I'm pretty sure there is an agreement that I'm looking back on it now. Hold on.
Oh, that's right. Yep. we
There
did.
was an agreement and I'm getting back to the specifics. I'm going.
Okay. What was the refresh
Thea
the
looking
player?
to get paid.
Yes, I'm getting paid. Hold on, I have to see how many episodes was this that we saw him.
Here's a copper piece for
3.
you, and here's a copper piece for you.
I'm
Yep.
gonna burn this
Alright,
fucking
Grandma.
house down.
All right, knock, knock, knock.
Yep.
Ye
Knock,
the
knock.
old mayor guy. We're back, and we have some things to talk about. And then we're getting out.
Excellent. Getting out was the priority here.
Yes,
is.
it
Please
was.
come in, have a seat.
I've got good news and I've got bad news.
Oh, delightful.
The good news is we'll be leaving you shortly.
We'll be leaving as soon as we walk out the door.
The
to
bad
know.
news, everyone in your temple is dead and they were very much involved in the cult. And you have a horde of hobgoblins who are outside the town hunting down casters, which is another reason why we are leaving expeditiously.
To
Wait
be
here a
fair, they were
moment.
hunting down Misha, not necessarily all casters.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Wait here
just-
a moment.
Mhm.
He walks into the other room, and as he pushes the curtain aside, you do see his personal assistant,
Mhm.
Huda, lean in for a whispered conversation. Huda's head turns like this, and he walks out the back door.
I'm going to lean, while he's doing that, I'm going to lean towards these two and say, let's stay on our toes. I don't necessarily trust this.
Mm-mm. So,
Clearly not. He's tricked us once.
unfortunately, the person you believed could be trusted in the temple could not be. And she tried to kill us and raise the dead. Several of them.
So, as it stands, cult is pretty much gone from the temple. You can write to your local chapter of the Temple of Nox and ask for a new priest. The cult has no further leaders that we know of, and I believe there was some sort of an arrangement you had made with this, and then we'll be on our way.
They did nearly age one of our people to death.
Doesn't matter, Azathan.
Oh no, I mean, we're taking payment because they nearly aged Elsbeth to death.
Perhaps wisdom could be gained from that. Thea, do you happen to remember, out of game, do you happen to remember did you write it down?
I'm going for it. Hold on. Sorry.
I
'Cause
hope the
Honest to God, I don't recall.
If I'm not mistaken, the ironic part is we never actually got a price out of anybody, and you were laughing at us for it.
That
Mhm.
that could be entirely the case.
It was what I have as a deal is very vague at best, where he promises payment but wouldn't hammer down anything. And you all said we had to go with it because
Yep.
hey, Thea raised objections. Everyone else in the group said, "Oh no, we have to be political about it."
To be
I think
fair,
I was showering at the time.
it was that, and Huda was about like this far from breaking all of our necks. So
Baby.
listen, I can't enjoy gold with a broken neck.
I mean,
It was a big enough neck brace you could.
So, Your Honor,
Absolutely. He goes over. He slides aside a couple of things, roots around, rummages around. Ah, yes, here it is. I set it aside just in case. He pulls out a small leather-bound. It's not really a book. It's sort of like a leather folio that would hold papers.
Mhm.
He says these are official notes to claim monetary amounts when you arrive in Lithia. All of the instructions are on the top page. He opens it out. There are instructions there, and there is a seal on the page. He said there is more financial reward there. I do not keep that amount of coinage here. However, and he reaches around and he pulls up another bag and he holds out. There are 5 of you. There is 100 gold here, which will cover any and all travel expenses between here and this financial establishment.
I will take the folio and just start reading over it.
I'm going to take the folio and close it and put it in my bag and say, okay, thank you very much. It has been an honor working with you. And we wish you and your town well.
One more
Thank you,
thing,
Master Dwarf.
one more note. While we were dealing with that temple, we found a tunnel underneath it that led outwards into the wilds. You may want to look at that.
Good to know.
That's all. Ta-ta.
Travel
And then we fuck
safely.
off.
Thea grabs the pouch of gold coins.
So we got the
As you
folio.
wish. We make our way out of the mayor's house after bidding him adieu, keeping an eye out for Huda, because who the hell knows where he went, and make our way over to the caravan and possibly skedaddle.
Entirely conceivable that you could skedaddle.
All
And
right.
we're
Yeah,
skedaddling.
I say rest up and go travel.
All right. So we're all aware that we can never come back here, right?
I have absolutely no desire to come back here.
Why
Same.
would you want to come back here?
Listen, I'm not saying, well, the only reason I would want to come back here is the Grove, because that will need fixed. But this place is fucked.
To be. Anyway,
Let's get on the wagon and
let's
go.
get on the wagon train.
Yep.
I'm
Okay.
already there, just
All right.
trying to wrap my head around. Can I got a good look at the guy and I remember exactly what he looks like. Does he match a description of a
Ooh.
known caster, priest, deity, being?
We're gonna have to roll that one.
Stop.
That is fine.
Stop, Eric. Stop with the rolling.
We're gonna
I-
dig further.
That's a history
Oh.
check, I assume.
Yes.
All right,
And you
we're
can
doing
give-
this history check while we're on our way. out of
No, yeah,
town.
I was sitting at the caravan wagon waiting for you guys to finish with the mayor. I'm doing that then.
Moving right along, footloose and fancy free.
Only 13, I'm afraid.
Getting there is half the fun. Come
You're
share
not
it
gonna.
with me.
You're not gonna get
Yeah.
it with that.
I
with the-
get ya.
Even with a +2 for cross magical whatever bonus. No.
No.
How many days travel is it to the bend?
Wait a minute. I have the Crimson Crescent like little prayer book. Does it have anything in there about who their god is?
You just have the basic one, I believe, don't you?
I believe so.
I think
Yeah.
in all of the detritus we have in the caravan here, we should have a more advanced copy of said spell.
Hold on, let me look.
Home of-
Yeah, I think we did have a more advanced one that we did grab.
I believe that's the case, because I know in terms of overall tomes, we got one for the Golden Circle, which contains part of the ritual for regrowing those roots.
But we definitely got one that was I have the basic prayer one, but there was a bigger one that had a little bit more detail about the Crimson's rituals because we wanted to look at that and see into that, but we never did.
We
Okay.
haven't had much downtime.
Yeah.
Well,
But Thea's gonna remember that and is gonna dig in for in her pouch and find the and start leafing through.
Okay. First, and most importantly, you need your glasses because you can't read it.
Thea's gonna put on her glasses.
Okay. You can read that as you travel. It's going to take more than a casual reading. There's going to need to be some study involved with that. You can also study the other tomes. You are going to have plenty of time while you travel, because you were, and I am not remembering off the top of my head how long the travel time was for you to get here, but you are basically at the halfway point. You came up towards the northern route, you hit Crucipad, and now you're going back down and skirting the edge of the Red Lady's land to get around that into Lithia.
And the bend is in Lithia.
Yes.
Yep, the bend is just outside of the major cities.
All right, I'm going to take a look at the book of whatever financial institution.
That's what I was gonna do.
The
As a
folio.
Mhm.
former
You don't even
noble.
know it exists.
That is true.
Mhm.
Uh-oh.
Hey, he gave us a book of certificates of cash.
Yeah.
So
Let me look at it.
I'm looking at it. Come on over and
Let's-
sit next to me, Elsbeth.
Sure.
Let's look at it collaboratively.
Okay.
Yes.
Elsbeth, give me a roll, and I don't remember what.
Because I fully expect this to be some kind of fucking forgery.
I'm trying to recall if there's like a heraldry or a knowledge noble thing. I'm stuck in the
That
3.5
would
mindset.
technically
History.
fall under history, but you could just call for a intelligence with proficiency or without it.
Would history be a better roll for you for that?
It would be, if I have proficiency, it's going to be the same bonus.
Okay, do that.
$13. Because this die likes the same number, apparently.
You were never really all the way in with the family's business aspects in that respect. That was one of those where they always kind of kept you to the outside of those things. But looking these over, number one, they do not look forged at all. These look legit. And the seal is legit as the mayor of Crucipad. Now, it's not fancy,
Doesn't have to be.
but it does look legit. So this is basically for each of you a recommendation note for reward, and each of you laying claim to 1/5 of essentially a place to stay in Lithia.
Oh,
It's
Hell yeah, we got a deed.
Is it like a home, a house of some sort, or
well, the problem is you don't know anything about Lithia. So you're like,
Yeah.
sure, on Canal Q. Sure, I know right where that is. Not so much.
no, I don't.
right?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's
But-
a yurt made out of human bones, you know.
But
But at least we
That's
own
fine.
it.
at least
We-
you own it, right?
Yeah, we can't guarantee this is a pre-established home or even prime land, but it does appear between all of us we have a residential area of some sort.
Oh, that'll be nice.
It's a place to stay and a certificate of reward. But it
Means
is
we
not
won't-
here.
Means we won't have to pay for rent. Or at least lodging. Food will be a different story. Give us a
Which-
place to.
Elsbeth, to your knowledge, because Trakal and Lithia are not foes per se, but they
They're
are
not friendly.
they're competitors when it comes to trade across the water, et cetera, et cetera.
Yes.
From what you know, Lithia is as expensive as the capital of Trakal. Which
Oh.
is to say, take anything you want to buy and add 20% immediately.
Ooh. That's gonna be ritzy for our blood.
We have a caravan.
Says
full.
the person riding on a wagon full of gold.
Right.
Yeah.
And silk.
It'll be ritzy for our blood shortly after we get there and get resupplied.
As soon as we spend all this loot, then it'll look like a lot.
Okay, because we are sitting on a shit ton of loot. It's just going to be a matter of selling it to an appropriate buyer. Looks over at Thea.
So you are on your way.
We are.
And Lithia. The
Lithia,
stated goal of the original purpose of this trip 6 months ago.
While we're traveling, after we figured out the whole financial document situation, I kind of want to sit with Yadu. I don't know if he's in the mood to talk, but I just want to be there with him.
So far, you have not heard a word spoken by Yadu since the group has gotten back together. He's
I
not
know,
staring daggers at anybody. He has changed out of his armor.
Yeah.
And is just quietly contemplating his navel.
Yeah.
I'm going to
So
share
I-
everything that we spoke with the mayor about with everyone. And also whatever Elsbeth gets out of the book and shares with everyone.
Lithia had the book. I was the one rifling through the.
No, we're talking the
Fire book.
ledgers.
Oh,
The
you're talking
ledgers.
ledger still.
Yeah,
Sorry.
the notations. The
Yeah.
worship book I'm leaving to you. Religion was not my strong suit, that was Belgar's.
No, it's actually ironically not a bad strong suit of mine either.
I mean,
could
I'm
probably take a
trained in
crack at it.
religion, but
Huzzah.
I might not be able to help. Well, with how much it's been related to mine, I might be able to help, but it's not really my strong suit either. There's Belgar when you need him. Actually, you know what? Maybe it's for the best he's not here. His head would have exploded.
I'm gonna sidle
His
up
head
to
would have
Yadu.
exploded before I even did my thing. So don't even act like it was me.
Oh
His head
no,
would
no,
have
no, no.
exploded when you did
No.
your real reincarnation.
I'm gonna offer Yadu a drink. Yadu,
I do not partake.
I also have water.
That I will partake of.
There
If
you
you're
go.
offering drinks, I'll take one.
I thought you were going through things. Okay.
I will take the drink.
he's
and
going
then-
through existential dread, but he's been doing that for a while.
That's-
Welcome to being a druid.
Okay, so we are at 10 minutes to 9.
Yes.
If you want to ask the nice lady to stop recording us.